panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean in the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van.
Alright guys, hello, I'm back. And today we're going to be checking out my long promised review on the Glacial 112. So first, before we look at anything, let's check out some of the stats and do my loadout real quick. As you can see, I'm running. It's pretty standard, nothing special. These down here are pretty unnecessary, so we're not going to waste any extra credits on them. We do have quite a bit up here, but yeah. So next, let's look at the provisions. I'm running the sushi, the soup, and crew protection. Yeah. Why I'm running this is to put down the aim time just a little bit, and the rate of fire goes up. It's really unnoticeable. I'm running the exact same thing. So the reload goes from 4.9 down to 4.8. It's really an unnoticeable difference though. So let's just get this out of the way. I hate this tank. Let me tell you why. You have no armor, period. But you may be asking.
But Brady/Nasser, I heard the upper plate was pretty beast though.
And to that, all I have to say is, it doesn't have any armor at all. The upper plate right here, that's where all the armor is located. But people just shoot your lower plate. It's so massive. And if you angle yourself right and left, the lower plate's still pinnable, but it also exposes your size right away. But you may be saying,
just side scrape already, you nub.
To that I have to say, you can't. Because your sides are so weak. If you expose your sides, you'll either get ammo rack damage or engine damage straight away. Is ammo rack damage if they shoot anywhere from this track wheel to this area here, and engine damage anywhere else. So it's really a lose-lose. You don't get many bounces at all, except for on the turret. You have these two hatches here, but you don't have to worry about anyone hitting them as they're really small. But no one ever does hit them because at all times they can see your massive lower plate and side. And you can also catch some HE shells on your rear underplate. I don't know why you have that or why it's there, but it is. So without further ado, let's check out my replays. And I'm also gonna give out little tips on how to be more effective in this tank. And how to use this tank to the best of its abilities. But one good thing about it is, it does look pretty sweet. That's just about it though. It's got a few dragons here and there. Yeah. But that's all. Alright. So, the first replay we have is in Falls Creek. This game's not anything too spectacular, but the tank's not too spectacular, so I guess it all balances out. But in this tank, it's best that you get as close as you can to the enemy. Otherwise, you'll miss most of the time, as your gun's terrible. And they'll pin you right back most of the time. And people say that it has less penetration than some other tanks, but it's not really a noticeable difference. Your APCR has a little less penetration, but it's only by 3 millimeters. So you don't really have to worry about that at all. and the heat's right on par with everything else. But you can see I'm pushing the standard heavy route. That T-71 back there is gonna get wrecked pretty easy. So I decided to get a little aggressive, because I see they have at least one tank down, and I have not spotted anything else over left. So I'm now gonna push up the middle, see what's going on. Oh, never mind. I'm turning now. But you see, this tank is really only can be effective when the enemy is not looking at you. But then again, it's not too special either. It just looks cool. That's about it though. That guy missed, or else he would have indeed penetrated. As you can see, he was aiming at my underplate, and if it didn't hit there, it'd hit my front track wheel, which is the major problem with this tank. He will just shoot the tracks all day. And your track wheels are so low that you're not really going to bounce if you do shoot the track wheels. Even that KB-13 there managed to pen, and he doesn't really have the best penetration. We managed to sneak one in there because he doesn't have any gun depression, so he can't get his gun down far enough to hit our side. If he had the gun, he would have most definitely got that shot in. But once you're face on to most of the tier 7 tanks, they're gonna have a lot of trouble penetrating you. But it is not impossible. But the only time this tank can be effective is when you can hide that underplay. It's very hard to do in this tank, as you suffer badly from lack of gun depression. There's not too many spots for you. You can do a little bit of a reverse side scraper, as you see there, but only against the lower end penetrating tanks, or else he'd have just gone right through again. But one good thing I can say about this tank is, oh, and right there, that'll happen a lot. He put me on fire very easily. No trouble at all. You'll get engine damage, ammo rack damage, crew damage, the whole 9 yards. If people shoot the mid left of your underplate, your driver will die. So it's very easy to kill this thing, or at least damage it. But another plus, as I was saying before, is it makes pretty decent credits. But I did not shoot any premium ammunition in that game. But even if I did, I'd have still made just around 70 or so K. We're gonna look at another game on Desert Sands that shows that we're gonna see just how not so good the armor can be. And it's impossible to turn a corner in this tank without catching around. Because usually in some other tanks at tier 8, there's a way to come around the corner without taking any damage. But in this tank, there's no way that you'll get a bounce off the tracks. So people just most of the time shoot your tracks as you're coming around the corner. And before your track even gets around the corner, your underplate is exposed. We're just gonna skip it through the demonstration. The pin's pretty good. Right there, the IS-5 missed my underplate. The only reason why he didn't get one in. And right there, you can see that I was trying to come around the corner, but he simply just shot my track. And I was stuck in place. But at the end of the game, you see just how consequential your lack of. And again, you can see there. I tried to bait a shot out, but he just shot my tracks, and I didn't get too much out of that exchange right there. Still have a reasonable amount of life left. But this is one of the weak sides, man. The Dracula just put a round right through my front drive wheel and killed my driver, which is going to inevitably cause the loss in this game. And I'm not going to show that for obvious reasons of me dying and whatnot. So to recap, your sides are terribly weak. The front of your tank isn't too effective, and the rear is terrible. Now let's check out one more decent damage game on Middleburg. This is one of the maps that the tank actually does pretty decent on. But your aim time's not too great, so you can't make too many of the snapshots. And a lot of the times when you try to side scrape, your underplate will become exposed before you can even pull back enough to take a shot. And even if that's not the case, they can simply shoot your tracks once you come out, and you end up losing lots of life anyways. Here I'm being a bit aggressive, but I get hit by a 234-1. But in tier 7 battles, you can take a few risks as the top tier tank, but they can still pin you pretty easily. I managed to sneak a little heat shell. That's all we're gonna shoot at that team. Pretty difficult tank to pin. We try to help our FCM out here, but we don't manage to get in the shot as it hits his track. Now we're looking to get a shot in on that RU. We could have took the quick shot, but we decided to load the AG and get some extra damage. But we should have just switched to AP here on this next shot. Shooting the RU into AG most of the time will fail. Now he's gonna move on, try to finish off a buddy over here. This is going to end up being a close win. As you can see, they have 2 caps running while we only have 1. And that's going to quickly begin to add up. He's not paying attention, so we can easily get in the shot. And he pins us really easily, right through the upper plate. Tanks like the T-34 and this tank here have no problem hitting me whatsoever. I wait right there because I want to hit a shot into the T-34. I'm really trying to rush here because, as you can see, they're up on cap points, and if we don't kill this guy soon, then it'll end up being a loss for nothing. But we do come around the corner and manage to get a little bounce on our upper plate. And that's only possible because he just waited for a second. I move aside, let the Tiger run, take him out, but he doesn't shoot fast enough. He ends up so that ended up being a close game, and I shot quite a bit of the premium ammunition, so I don't make as much credits, but it's still a lot. And the Glacial does, and that was with a mission. I only made about 70,000 right there. But now here's a little tip about how to use the Glacial most effectively. You see, what you want to do is you want to sell all the ammunition off of it, get your money back. Okay, so you've sold all the ammunition now. That's one step. Step 2 is selling all of your provisions. Step 3 is selling off all of your consumables to get you up a nice little chunk of money up there. And step 4 is to check all the tanks that you like in your garage, as I'm doing here. And step 5 is to turn on checks only. So now the Glacial is totally out of sight and we can't see him whatsoever. Let's check the Dracula too. I like that tank. So let's check all the tanks we like in our garage, except the Glacial. And that's really what you want to do, because as they say, out of sight, out of mind. So if you can't see the Glacial, you can just think it's not there. And it might as well not be, since I'm not actually going to be playing it again. But again, you may be saying,
it can't really be that bad, can it, Brady?
And I'm telling you it is. If it ever comes in shop, if you want to buy it, do so, and you'll see just how bad it is. But I am going to be releasing a little review on this tank here, the Grab Tractor. I got it recently, but sadly I will not be able to do a review on the Smasher. They couldn't have picked a more inconvenient time for it to come out for me. I won't be able to get it at all, unfortunately. But maybe I'll be able to snag it around the auction time. But that's all at the end of this year, so. And for offers, they do have a pretty sweet FCM bundle in here, if anyone's interested in that. I don't think I'ma be checking it out. The tank doesn't seem too great. But this is a pretty good deal here. But I would also say, if in gold, I still have these things in here. I'm going to just save them for, again, the end of the year in the auction. So guys, that's about it for my review on the Glacial. I'm probably never going to touch it again after this. I would say if you do want to get it, I don't think you're going to enjoy it too much. And if it ever comes on sale again, just pay it no mind. Unless you can get it for free, obviously. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll be coming back at you with a 59 pattern review. You might have seen my last mastery. And I've got a few more. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Alright guys, hold on now, hold on. I know I've been making the tank look bad on purpose, because I don't like it. But it's not too bad when brawling. That's one thing I'll have to give it. It's just decent. It's not anything good though. And you see that Motion? We're gonna do a 1v1 with him. And I'll just let you guys see the outcome of the 1v1. And I would say when fighting the Motion, the biggest mistake you can do is actually move your aiming circle. You want to let the Motion sort of walk into your aiming circle. And just get on his side, like this. But this is when this tank, and the only time when this tank will actually look good, is you can get into a situation like this against a bigger tank or a tank your size. We're switching to the heat again. Again, we keep our mouse still and let him move his head and kind of walk into that one. And we do the same thing yet again. Except for now, he gets the penetration bonus. But we're just going to do the same trick over and over again on him. He doesn't seem to learn. I'm sure that'll work for me. And as you can see, you can get some good reverse side scraping in. Oh wait, never mind. The tank's still trash. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little review. I'm saying this outro a little too many times now. So I'll see you later.